Hey, it's Sam back here. Welcome to this video. Now down below you'll be able to find out about all of the bonuses to come with Origin Player. And hey, it's Sam back here. Hey, it's Sam here. Thanks for coming to this video. Now this is a review video for Origin Builder today. I've been getting a few questions about Origin Builder, so I decided to do a review video about it and give you some comparisons as to how this software stacks up with other solutions out there such as Igloo, Optimized Press, and ClickFunnels. So what I did is I got access to, first of all, a range of different examples that this builder had created, and these are some of the examples here that the software has created. You can see here this is a one-page local business website. We've got a restaurant relationship one here. We have a restaurant one here, an example here of a restaurant. This top bar can be deleted, I've been told, very easily, and this is another example showcasing a website, a mini shop. And we also have fitness here as well, and a few other tests as well. So this is what the software can create. Now, I've been told also that this is not for launching, it's more for local business marketing. You can sell these pages for a local business and get paid for helping a business by creating pages like this. So the back end of this web page editor looks like this, okay? So you can see the comparison here. We have the business page, we have the builder, and we have an image here, we have the text, a button, we also have a space here and a text, button, image, single image, text, and single image, text, and button. Now, one of the disadvantages of the software, as you can probably already see, is that it's not ClickFunnels and it's not Igloo. Both of those softwares are web-based, they're not based on WordPress, and they allow you to really easily edit these and see a live preview of your editing. With this software here, you can still move things around. So say, for example, I wanted to move this text up here, I wanted to move it back, I can move it around as I want to. The issue is that I can't preview this unless I click update and preview it live on my website. Okay. Now there is a different way of editing these called the front-end editor. So there's two ways of editing this, the back-end and the front-end editor. This is the front-end editor here. Now this front-end editor does allow you to do some editing, okay? You can do some editing through this editor right here, but it's very basic. From what I can see, you can't change any of the images, or you can change the images through the side panel here, but the text itself, it's coming up with an error when I go to edit it. So I'm assuming that this particular editor isn't the best way to go ahead and edit it. So you can edit images, but again, the text editor is coming up with a tiny MCE error, and that's something to be aware of in the software. So right now, the only way that I can see that you can edit the text is by actually going in here and clicking it through the back-end editor. So I'm making sure you're aware of that, and also be informing the Origin Builder team that this error is showing up. Now, if you create or you get the software yourself, the software itself is a WordPress plugin, all right? It's a WordPress plugin you installed into WordPress, and then it's an editor that'll help you to edit local business websites. The software itself does include a range of templates. You can see the range of templates here. You can choose from these different templates that are here. Now right now there is a limited selection. I've been told there will be more. Right now there is 6 different templates you can choose from and click to install and then make changes to. These aren't currently added into the version that I was given, the plugin that I was given and installed. Now if I go ahead and I click a new design, for example, you can see here that everything looks the same except for this button here. Click on Origin Builder and you'll be able to then go ahead and start editing. You can add 2 different elements, you can click on this element, then you can add the different elements from this menu right here. Now one of the big elements that's lacking from what I can see here is actually an opt-in element. I can't see any opt-in element. Usually with these types of site builders, one of the most important things is to have some way of integrating an autoresponder. This software is lacking that, so be aware that this is lacking that. There is a way you can add it using custom code. So you can actually copy and paste your autoresponder form code into the software in order to create that effect. Now you can also create tabs, text. They have all sorts of other elements that will be useful as well. I can add a text element here. I can say, come down and get a pizza from our local restaurant. And I can then bolded. I can choose whether it's a headline, I can save my changes, and it will be listed right here. I can then, if I want to, add an image. So for example, a basic image might be added from the menu. Most used is probably here, and then I can upload an image, I can add it in, and because it's built off the system, the WordPress system, I can also customize the images I want to as well. Let's go ahead, we can drag or drop an image in, or I can select one from my menu right here. Let me add this one. This is unrelated to a restaurant at all. However, let's add this in. Let's put medium on it. Let's go ahead and make it center aligned, and on event, nothing will happen. Cool. Save changes. There we are. Now if I go ahead and I publish this, I'm going to click publish, and we can see my early edits, what they look like right now. Open a new tab, new design, come down to our and get a pizza from our local restaurant. We can customize this, and then I've got my medium image here. This doesn't look too different from my view over here. So what I would want to do is I'd probably want to enlarge this image to large, save changes, and I would probably want to color this text black to make sure that it's really clear to anyone that's coming in what the story is. I'd probably also center the text as well. Save changes, update, and now we can go ahead and view this on our editor. There we are. So you can see here how we can start customizing things, creating things as well. And what I'd recommend doing is also you can remove the top the same way that you'd usually remove the top of your page. Okay, this page should obviously be edited so you don't have that top menu bar added. And you can remove that through the settings or the tools and reading inside of your WordPress builder. Now right now I don't have access to that functionality to remove that toolbar, but you're able to remove this within WordPress, so it'll just have this page right here if you want to. So from looking at the software, you can add different elements, you can add different elements. It does some of the stuff that you would expect an editor to do, but looking through it, if you've got access to another software, this isn't the easiest of softwares to use. You can drag and drop with it. You can do a lot with it, and it might help you to customize your WordPress website so it's better, adding a bit more functionality to your local websites. However, I don't think that this is up on par with Igloo or as good as ClickFunnels either. This software is meant for WordPress. However, I find this editor, because you can't preview it live, a bit more difficult to deal with than Optimize Press. So I would say that if you've got one of those other solutions, then those are better options than necessarily this software.